Amari, well done. The Hereford game, I suppose of the last three on the fixture list, potentially that had the look of being the most difficult one, but you made fairly light work of that in the end.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think more often than not, our momentum has took us winning most games. Like the season that we got promoted, it was just purely about momentum. The last 13, 14 games, I think we've been outstanding. And like you said, we've just been focusing on the game that's in front of us and not looking too far ahead. But yeah, I think it's just our momentum purely just looking at after one game, and thankfully we're in a position that we want to be in.
You won it comprehensively against Hereford. You were by far the better side, but I suppose there was a moment before half-time they pinged in a free kick, and then Kyle Haggis had a really good chance where he could have made it 2-2, and that might just put a bit of different smack on it, really.
Yeah, I mean it was a good game to be involved in. Firstly, as a player. I think the stadium was great, the atmosphere was great, and I think it was probably one of our best performances that we've had in terms of being clinical. We took our chances at the right times of the game, and like you said, it was a little bit of an edgy spell when they scored, but obviously the lads responded really well after half time, and yeah, we got the job done in the end.
Let's go back to the Spennymoor game, which was probably the last bad performance Harriers put in, if we're being honest. It wasn't good that day. I remember Phil Brown came in here and basically laid it to everybody. In came Carl Morrison, in came David Worrell before the Kings Lynn match, and from then on you just haven't looked back really. I'm not just saying it's down to those two, but you know what I mean, there was a turning point there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think first and foremost there was a few home truths, because that wasn't us. The game at Spennymoor, it was especially at home, it just wasn't us, and we needed to sort that out straight away. Coming in the following day, obviously it's not what we wanted to do, but also essentially it's probably what we needed. And yeah, like you said, touching on bringing in the importance of Kyle Morrison and David Worrell has been outstanding. For them to just walk into the team and kind of and have a presence of, look, we're here now, and they've got a job to do, and I think they've took it with two hands, and they've showed us what maybe playing at that high level is, week in, week out, and obviously we've taken that as a squad and as a group, and the team that the gaffer's picked more often than not has been the right team.
Any striker needs quality service in terms of deliveries into the box. You've been getting that lately.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've been getting it all from my time here. As you know, it's not easy being a striker. You want to score every goal you get. Unfortunately, as a human being, you're not going to do that. But you have to be in the right opportunities come your way. You want to try and take them. You want to try and be in the right areas. Macca and the gaffer always tell me about being in the Palmer 1, 2 and 3. And yeah, just try and listen, and hopefully the delivery comes at the right time. Reece Devine, Caleb, David Worrell, Hemmings, Maz Kuyard, there's bundles of quality there, and essentially it's up to the strikers to put the ball in the back of the net, and thankfully this season we've done that, and hopefully we can do that again come Saturday.
I don't know how much you follow sort of social media chatter or fans forums or anything, but if you go back to the start of the season, there was a bit of chatter, wasn't there, about you and Ash Hemmings being, not about the quality, we knew you got quality, but possibly your age and both of you coming in. Well, you've ran those words back down a few throats.
I mean, listen, rightly so, fans can have their opinions, they pay their money to come week in, week out and watch, but I think firstly, as a footballer, it's not easy, and we have to be solid inside and out. You have to have the mental strength to just keep going, stay fit, be present, don't always be shy away from moments, and we're always available, and we try and set standards, and that's what we've done, and hopefully the players that are coming through can learn off that, and fingers crossed we can keep doing it, and who knows where that might take us.
You have done well this season, because obviously being a centre forward you tend to get kicked from below the post by big centre halves, and yet you had the concussion early on, but since then you've hardly missed a game really. Yeah,
I mean it's a tough one really, because when you do have a concussion, it's kind of, I felt like I was okay, but we have to go through protocols. The medical staff did that really well. Ellie managed that really well, and Dan Ludlow. So it was kind of like it was out of my hands really. I had to just sit back and watch and try and be a captain from the sideline. And yeah, once I was back on the pitch, I was ready to go. Like the gaffer says, I was a cage animal at times. I wanted to just be out there and show what I can do. And yeah, it's not easy playing against centre halves that just want to pull and push and get the first contact, and for me first and foremost sometimes it's trying to lead the line as best as I can, try and get us up the pitch, and yeah, I'll do that, and I'll always continue to do that.
You'd have known, obviously, coming off the pitch after the Hereford game, right, it's in our hands now. I say all we've got to do is go to Southport and win. That's a big ask, but you know what I mean? It's very much in your hands. You go to Southport and win, you will be champions.
Yeah, I mean, football, it's a funny old game, so we're not going there and disrespecting anyone. We've purely got a job to do. They're playing with no pressure, as you like, so it's dangerous as well. Football players like to play with no pressure, and we've got a job to do. We've got to make sure that we were right first and foremost. I'll always say that to the players. If we get the best kid against the Harriers, we'll surely we get that job done.
One of the important things for me is going into this game, you've got quite a bit of experience in the squad now. Obviously yourself, Ash Hemmings, Dave Worrell, Carl Morrison to name but a few. Christian Dibble's been around a fair while as well. And that will count going into a game where nerves could play a part, really. Yeah,
I mean, look, the gaffer's picked the team, he's brought in some quality players, and I think the spine's really solid. Like you said, we've experienced bunches of games. David Davis, like you said, in the middle of the park, the heartbeat of the team. Me sorting out the front line as you like, and Hemo and Maz, and you got Mozart back there. He's a man mountain. So yeah, I think that we're going to need that at times come Saturday, and hopefully we all come together as a squad because we've been outstanding this season. So it would be a shame for us not to give it one more real good push, and hopefully we can do that.
2 years ago, of course, Harriers went up through the playoffs by courtesy of a great late run. It's got some parallels there, hasn't it? Because you've come with a really good late run this season.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's what football's about. It's not what you do at the start of the season; it's all about how you finish it. And I think we've had some tough times this season. It's not been easy, as you can see through the season. It's been really tough, but we've shown resilience. And yeah, I think that hopefully we can get our just rewards because we've been outstanding, and I'm very proud of my team, the staff, the background, the management staff, everyone involved. The fans have been outstanding, travelling up and down to grounds that we wouldn't want to like to play on, and hopefully we won't be playing on 4Gs and grounds that might not have as much atmosphere as they have done over the years. So hopefully we can do that, and we can look forward to having a season in the National League again.
I preface this by saying you're not counting any chickens, I know that. But do you think you would be stronger as a club going up this time than you were 2 years ago?
Yeah, it's not for me to say. I don't want to I don't have disrespect for the players and for the coaches that were here last time. But I do feel, as me, that we are in probably a better momentum in terms of experienced players that we've got that have played in the level. If we can hold on to them players next season, then hopefully, yeah, definitely we're going to be going on the upwards rather than the downwards.
Final point, you are the club captain. If it goes the right way on Saturday, it will be you lifting the trophy. What would that mean to you personally?
Well, you've got me cold there. Yeah, I mean, everyone knows what this football club means to me, so it'll probably be a very emotional day, and hopefully, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speak too far ahead. I've visualised it in my head. I just want to get the job done, and yeah, I mean, I'll be a proud man, and hopefully we can do that.
Well, the very best of luck. Hope it goes really well for you.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Jeff.
Is that the thing as well in terms of allowing yourself, and fans will be the same as well, to know that you are human, and realistically most of us have considered winning Saturday and what that means, but obviously having to go to Southport to win a game rather than to go and collect a trophy, if you like.
Yeah, I think you said well said there. I think first and foremost we have to be businessmen. We have to be businesslike. We can't go there and think that we've done anything because we haven't achieved anything yet. It's 11v11 at the end of the day. We've got a job to do. We can't go there and draw the game. We have to win the game. So we have to be clinical again. We have to shut up shop again. We have to defend from the front. We have to have that clean sheet mentality that we've had all through the season. And like I've just said, yeah, hopefully that's enough to get the job done.
Just as a last point, your 2 goals against Hereford, I know you're probably the most selfless player we've had here for quite some time, and you know the penalty incident with Hemo a couple of weeks ago probably summed that up really, but from a personal point of view that must have been hugely satisfying to get those goals.
Yeah, listen, I'm happy with my performance this season. Our goal return as a forward line has been outstanding. I think it's over 60 goals I think it is, which is incredible at any level. So I'll always take the plaudits in terms of doing the bashing around, but first and foremost, it's really important for a front line to score goals, and that's what we're paid to do. And yeah, I'm happy with the goal return so far. Hopefully we can get 2 more, so I can get my self target of 20 goals. So fingers crossed on that.